Okay, dear friends, we shall now summarize quadratic equations of 10th maths. So what are we need to know here? One is, what is quadratic equation? Quadratic equation is nothing but it is a polynomial of degree 2 is called as quadratic equation. For example, I have an equation like this: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here you can see the variable x, its highest power is 2 and it is called as degree 2. This equation is called as an equation of degree 2. So this such equations, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, this form of an equation is called as quadratic equation. So the general formula for this general form of this quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers, and such that a should not be equal to 0 here. If a is equal to 0, then it cannot be called as the quadratic equation, and then it will be a simple linear equation. So here how to solve such equations, a quadratic equation of degree 2, how to solve this? So there are three different methods. One is by factorization, and the second one is by completing the square, and third one is using the formula. So now let us see how to solve or how to find the solution by factorization method. If you are given an equation in this form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, the first method is factorization. We have to factorize this such that we will get two linear factors, x minus alpha and into x minus beta equal to 0. So then such that we can equate both the factors into equal to 0, such that we will get x equal to alpha and x equal to beta, which are the roots of that equation, and that is the solution. But how to do it? The steps are mentioned here. One is, first step is multiply a and c. So whatever equation that is given to you, the coefficient of x square, that is a, is multiplied with the constant c. Once we multiply a and c using this product, find the factors of this product a and c. Second step, find the factor of product a and c. Then once we get the different factors of a and c, try with by adding and subtracting these factors such that we get the midterm. So that midterm is if it is equal to b, midterm, that is the called as that's how we will be able to factorize. The two factors will be getting alpha and beta. So those are all the nothing but the roots of the equation. I hope you understood this. I will repeat once again how to do this factorization method. So whatever equation that is given to you, the a and c, these two a and c are you have to multiply, and whatever the product we get, we have to factorize that product, and using the different factors we have to with the different combinations we have to add and subtract those factors such that we get the midterm. Once we get the midterm, those factors by which we are getting the midterm, so those factors are nothing but the roots of the given equation. Then let us see what is this completing square method. So here add or subtract the terms. So whatever equation is given to us, add or subtract. So whatever in this form is there, we have to add some terms or subtract the terms such that it forms an identity a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. What are the steps involved here? So in the first step, we have to divide the given equation by the coefficient of x square, that is a. So divide both sides of the equation by a, such that coefficient of x square now becomes 1, and now I can the equation will now be converted into this form: x square plus b by a into x plus c by a equal to 0. Then in the third step, we add and subtract b by 2a whole square. So we have to add and subtract b by 2a whole square to the quadratic equation, and then we have to do this. We have to try to bring it to this form: a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square, and that's how equating it equal to 0 we will be able to find the roots. So this is the method. So what is that method? First, divide both sides of the given equation, quadratic equation, by a, that is the coefficient of x square, such that now after dividing by a, the coefficient of x square becomes 1. So, such that the equation now is converted into this format: x square plus b by a into x plus c by a equal to 0. Then in the third step, add and subtract b by 2a whole square. So, we have to add and subtract this b by 2a whole square, and further we can simplify and we can get it in this form, either a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square, and equating it to 0, we will be able to get the roots of the equation. That is called as completing the square method. Then the third one is using a formula x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So, this is the one of the easiest method to find the solution. Suppose if you are not mentioned about the method of solution method, what method to be followed, then better you go for this. Using this equation, we can easily solve the and find the root value of x. So, here you know whatever equation that is given to you in this form. So, by comparing with this general form of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we will be able to, by comparing the given quadratic equation with this ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we will be able to find the value of a, b and c, and substituting in this formula x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, we will be able to find the root value of x. That is the solution of the given quadratic equation. The next step, next one is where we should understand what are the nature of the roots, what type of roots we will be getting. So, for which we have to first find the discriminant. What is the discriminant? The value of b square minus 4ac. Once we know the coefficient, that is real numbers, value of a, b, c, substitute in this b square minus 4ac, that which will we get some value, that is d, and this d, if it is greater than 0, then we will be getting two distinct real roots. If you draw that equation in the graph, it will be intersecting at the x-axis at two different points, and those are all the two roots of the quadratic equation. If this discriminant value is greater than 0, we will be having two distinct real roots. If it is equal to 0, if the discriminant is equal to 0, then we will be having a single root, or you can say both the two equal roots will be getting it. So, both the roots, because since it is a quadratic equation, we will be getting two roots. So, if d equal to 0, then we will be having a two equal real roots. But if d is less than 0, that the value of discriminant is less than 0, then there will not be, you can see here, once you draw the graph of that given equation, it will not be intersecting the x-axis, and that is how we will not be having any real roots. So, this is how we will be able to, using this discriminant value, we will be identify what type of roots we are getting. So, these are all the various things that you are required to know in this chapter, and such that you can solve any kind of problems in this chapter, quadratic equation. So, thank you. So, please do subscribe, like and share, such that it will be useful for all your friends. Thank you.